Good morning, Taconic, and welcome to a brand new episode of the Thunder Report. We have a fantastic show coming up, so let's get going. Today is Friday, September 27th. First up on the show today, we have some information about Hispanic Heritage Month. After that, we have some headlines with the Berkshire Eagle and much more. But first, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
For lunch today, the cafeteria will be serving a pizza bar with cheese, barbecue chicken, or buffalo chicken pizza. Next week on Friday, we'll be having a half day. Next Friday is also when Q1 progress reports are sent out, so make sure your grades are where you'd like them to be. Movember Club will be holding meetings on Wednesdays and Fridays at 7 a.m. in room A125. See Coach Capeless for more information. Attention juniors, all grade 11 students will take the PSAT on Wednesday, October 9th. This month is Hispanic Heritage Month. To tell us more about it, we have Chloe.
Every year from September 15 to October 15, we celebrate the Hispanic Heritage Month, but why is this important?
This month honors rich history and contributions of the Hispanic and Latino community in the U.S. and beyond.
Celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month helped me connect with my own culture and learn about others. It's a way to understand where we come from.
From literature to science,
music to politics, Hispanics individuals
have shaped our society,
showcasing resilience and creativity.
It's about learning and appreciating diversity. Hispanic Heritage Month reminds us that our strengths can help us shape a better and brighter future.
So why do we celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month? To recognize contributions, learn from legacies, and be inspired by stories of hope and change. This month, we honor how Hispanic heritage shapes who we are and who we can be together.
Thanks, Chloe. Next up, in partnership with the Berkshire Eagle, we have a few stories from the past week. Brody is over in Studio B, so let's head on over.
Thanks, Brennan. Now let's get right back into it. Williams Elementary received a National Blue Ribbon Award for their amazing MCAS scores, scoring in the top 50% for both math and English in the state. This award is for schools in the country that have exemplary academic performances and achievements. This is the first school in Pittsfield to receive this award. The state agencies and engineers designing the Bel Air Dam removal will hold a public meeting next month to update the North End residents on the project's. Participants will be updated on how engineers intend to remove the 192-year-old and contaminated sediment sitting behind it. The Bel Air Dam, which has failed multiple safety inspections, is also a threat to the health and safety of residents in the North End and West End. It will get a $20 million fund in Federal American Rescue Plan Act funds allocated by the state. Pittsfield residents and their pets should avoid swimming in Pontusic Lake after the detection of a potentially harmful blue-green bloom in the water. Exposure to blue-green algae can result in irritation of the skin, eyes, ears, vomiting, diarrhea, and cramps. Officials say any person or pet who accidentally comes into contact with the algae should thoroughly rinse off with clean water. For more information, please go to berkshireeagle.com. Now back to the studio.
Thanks, Brody. Finally, you may have noticed that you've been seeing Dr. Bishop a little less around the building. This is not without reason. Earlier this week, I had the chance to interview him and discuss what he's been up to. Let's go to that. Over the summer, Dr. Bishop was appointed for a new role as interim deputy superintendent. We had the opportunity to ask him a little bit about where he is now and what he's been up to in recent months. And welcome to our special guest, Dr. Bishop. Dr. Bishop, how are you doing today?
Brendan, I'm doing fantastic. I am so glad to be back at Taconic in Studio B. So this is fantastic. I'm really happy to be here. Thank you.
So my first question, of course, is where have you been?
Brendan, it's been one crazy summer, right? If that's a great movie from the 80s. We digress. But anyway, so at the end of the last school year, we went into the summer. Everything was normal for me, as normal as it gets. And all of a sudden, I found myself becoming the interim deputy superintendent because Dr. Mendonza had left. So I went up and was the interim deputy superintendent for a couple of months. And then at the end of August, beginning of September, I slid into an open position in the administration at Mercer, which was the assistant superintendent for instruction, assessment, and educational engagement. Now there's a mouthful, right?
Yeah.
I know that. So now where I'm at is I'm doing that for the year. So I'll be there until July, at which point we'll make a decision if, to come back, which that's the plan at the moment.
Yes,
Yeah.
very nice.
Yep.
It sounds like a whole lot. Is there one thing that you'd say you miss from being here at Taconic?
Yeah, I just miss being at Taconic, right? And this is going to sound weird, but I am everywhere in Pittsfield Public Schools, right? My job is to support the superintendent and support, all the schools. So I'm everywhere. I'm in all the schools, but I don't feel like I belong anywhere, right? Which is weird. Like when I was here, it was, I felt the strong Taconic community, our school spirit, going to games, going to plays, which I'll still do, obviously, as much as I can. But it's weird when you don't go into a building with kids every day, right? Staff and students who are trying to have a common goal and a common mission of, providing the best education and here, particularly around college and career readiness, right?
Wow, it sounds like you've really taken a huge step forward, both in your career and just like what you're doing.
Yeah, it's a step. It's a step. And I didn't get a chance really to let everyone know I was leaving. The way it happened, right? It just was it just happened. And I did want to just wish all the students at Taconic and staff the best of luck this year, particularly the seniors. I know you're going to have a great year this year. And just telling everybody real quick, don't forget, take responsibility, have respect, strive for excellence, and read a book.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. We hope to get you back on the show at some point for a future, maybe Taste of Taconic episode.
I'm there. I'm your guy. I'm there.
We want to give a big thank you to Dr. Bishop for taking the time out of his day to talk a little bit about what he's been working on. Now back to the studio. Thanks again to Dr. Bishop for joining us. If you would like to hear the whole interview, you can check out the full version on our YouTube channel. Well, that's all we have for you today. As always, if you have any news you'd like us to report, please email us at taconictv@pittsfield.net. For more from Taconic TV, check out our weekly radio show, Up on Taconic, which airs every Monday at 6 p.m. on WTBR 89.7 FM, as well as podcasting sites like Spotify and CastBox. As always, remember to take responsibility, have respect, and strive for excellence. Have a great day, Taconic!